Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. How is everybody doing today? Okay, Abby, I see you. Charlize, we see you. How is everybody doing today? It's been a while, right? We are back at it again. All right, we're waiting for some other persons to join us in the meantime. But hello, Karianne. I see you're joining me with hosting duties today. It's good to have you with us.
Hi.
All right. Candice, I'm tired. TC rise. All right. Hello, Alison.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's officially 3:05, and I'm calling the meeting to order. I just want to welcome everyone who's here, and thanks to everyone who had came out to our other meeting. We appreciate you, and stay tuned because we have a lot in store for you.
All right. Thank you, Alison. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. We hope that everybody is doing well and you're ready for another exceptional session brought to you by the Future Marketers Association. All right. So now we'll have prayer by Karian. So Karian will now pray for us. Over to you, Karian.
Bow your head. Bow your head as I begin to pray. Dear Heavenly Father up above, I want to thank you today for another day to be alive throughout all that is going on. I want to thank you for everything that you have done for this academic year, for life itself. Thank you for the guest speaker that is here today. Thank you for all the FMA members that are well and okay today. I want you to guide us and protect us throughout this semester because honestly, it's a rough one. In your most righteous and heavenly name, I pray. Amen.
All right. Thank you for that prayer. We appreciate it dearly. So now we're going to get into it now, guys. And at this time, we're going to welcome Alison Campbell, who will be coming with the brain teaser. Make Alison welcome, guys. Hello, Alison.
Hey, so my side, I don't know if there's some simple little riddle we'll be doing this week, a little brain teaser. So the first one is, which is faster, hot or cold? Which is faster, hot or cold? Simple things now, yes. No man, Chrissy, you have to choose one of them. It's either hot or cold, which is faster. So I'm come with some simple things. Simple riddle. Like nobody don't want the credit this week. Come on, man. So I'm come with simple things. Which is faster, hot or cold? Nobody not get that one there. So nobody don't want the credit. Huh? Which is faster, hot or cold? I don't want something easier than that. Candice, I'm around the people that with the question. All right. Let me give you a simpler one. But the answer is hot. You can easily catch cold. Oh, see Shanice. Oh, Shanice got it. Shanice said hot because you can catch a cold. See there? Simple one. So the next one is, what kind of dog never bites? What kind of dog never bites? Candice, you tell me, what kind of dog never bites? Come true, Danica. Come true. Yes, the answer is hot dog. But Shanice know the answer them though. Shanice. What man cannot live inside a house? What man cannot live inside a house? Shanice, I run Google out. The person who gets the most correct will win a digital credit, a $200 digital credit. So the next one is, what man cannot live inside a Candies are regular double living people also you mean. What man cannot live inside a house? Snowman. Who is that again? Shanice. Abigail. Abigail. Okay. Let me give you this one. This one is pretty simple. What match can't be put in a matchbox? Let me go again. What match can't be put in a matchbox? Shanice. Come through again, Shanice. So let me ask this again. What match can't be put in a matchbox? Okay, yes, it can either be a football match or a basketball match. Yes. And simple one. What's never used until it's broken? What's never used until it's broken? Abby, don't get technical now, Abby. Abby, let's not get technical right now. So, what's never used? Ah, Danica coming through. Candice, you know, it's a mega remove you and Abby. Okay. Which three? Yes, the correct answer is an egg. Which three letters can frighten a thief away? Which three letters can frighten a thief away? Three letters. Which three letters can frighten a thief away? Try again, Abby. Yes, sexy Barbie. I see you. And the final one is, what can you swallow then can also swallow you? What can you swallow that can also swallow you? What can you swallow that can also swallow you? Come again. Not pride this time. No, not pride. Oh, yes, Chrissy, Gail got it. Water. The answer is water. So thank you all for participating. I'll now hand over back to our host.
Thank you, Alison. Thank you. I know you guys had fun just now because I had fun. I hope you all enjoyed that little segment. So now we'll be moving right into the Did You Know by Abigail Edwards. Welcome, Abigail, guys. Hey, Abby.
Hey, oh God. Yo, I just want to know, say, them riddles they where Alison come with, if we not get them, we not smart, cause me over here struggle. We not get one. I feel like Alison teeth me out still, but we not gonna talk about that. Anybody follow Uber Fox on Instagram or Twitter? Uber Fox give like the most unnecessary facts. So Chrissy, what you mean? You need to go follow Uber Fox right now, but wait till meeting finish. So write it down to follow Uberfax on Instagram or Twitter. You need to follow Uberfax. But here at FMA we do personal development and thing, so I'm not gonna give you no bare unnecessary facts. So let's go. Let's start with the facts that we need to know first. Did you know that blogs are 63% more likely to influence purchase decisions than magazines? Who read blogs? Or who even have a blog? Because me have a blog, you know. But you never know that. I know that did you know fact. Have you have a blog? Soon drop the link in the comments. And you know, sort of know. Nice. Did you know that 6 out of 10 persons will share a link without reading the content first? If you're guilty of that, let me see the comments because I'm a proud support. Me I go support you. If you send a link, I'll share it and not even know when it. Me guilty of that. Also, did you know that 72% of consumers want brands to share discounts on social media platforms versus emails or on ad sites. Everybody always look discount on social media. Why not subscribe to the people in email listed? So Deidre say she that everybody. There's another interesting fact where me find it strange because I don't like earning. However, in 1997, extreme earning became an actual sport. An actual sport, like persons do the most extreme things, going unexpected locations just to iron. When I talk about unexpected locations, we talk about high up in trees, over cliffs, paddling water rapids for more than 2 decades. Me, like ironing. So imagine doing something extreme while ironing. Would you do that, guys? Sexy Barbie, I say, eh, no. Me, I gonna need you to come iron my clothes them for me because them not extreme, but you sound like you get the job done, and I rate that. So, the world's longest place name has 85 letters and is found in New Zealand. I'd pronounce the name for you, but I'm not gonna try to disgrace myself. I don't think anybody can, but you can Google it for fact check. 85 letters is in the world's longest place name, and it's found in New Zealand. We have 26 letters in the alphabet, guys. And then people here have 85 letters in one name. Crazy. I have one last fact check before I leave still. And if you don't agree with me, just let me see it in the comments with some fire emoji. FMA is the best club on Utech campus. If you don't agree with me, let me see some fire emoji. Nobody not agree with me? I feel if I believe this. Oh, yeah man, Christian, yeah. The best club at Utech is Utech Future Marketers Association. I'll now hand over back to the host.
That's some facts. I see the fire emojis in the chat. No questions asked, guys. We, FMA, the best club, period. Point blank. I just the facts. There's no better place to be than being with FMA. All right, guys, we're jumping right into the introduction of the guest speaker. We have a very special guest with us today. I hope you have your pens and your papers out, ready to take some notes, ready to learn something. So, our guest speaker for today, Dr. Alecia Blackman, hails from the parish of St. Catherine in a little district called Nollis. She attended Holy Childhood High School. After finishing her tenure there, she later went to Cuba to continue her studies to become a medical doctor. After hard work and dedication, she attained her doctorate. Humble and goal driven are just two words to describe her. She now serves the Spanish Town and Linstead Hospital, respectively. Ladies and gentlemen, send some clapping emojis in the chat and make our guest speaker welcome, Dr. Alecia Blackman. Over to you.
Those things that she's saying, I don't know if they're true. Okay, I think I was muted. Hi guys. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys. Just chilling and chatting. Alecia said a lot of things. I don't know if they're true. We'll have to fact check her, right? So today I am going to be doing a short presentation, not really a presentation because it's got has to be interactive, and it's titled "Health is Wealth," right? And we're going to see how true that is. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so guys, can you? I'm not sure if you can see my screen or you can hear me. Can I? I'm not sure how to figure that out. If you're actually hearing me. But as I said before, my name is Dr. A. Blackman, and I work in the hospital in the emergency section. So if you think you're dying, if you had an accident, if you think you're having a heart attack, I'm the one you check. I'm the one that tried to patch you up, right? And so we're just gonna see how wealthy you guys are today. So our topic is health is wealth. One second. One moment. I think I'm having a little technical difficulty. I'm not that technologically savvy. So what I realize is that when I share my screen, I can't see you guys comment. So how can we talk if I can't see you guys comment? Is anybody hearing me? Let me hear somebody talk. Let me see what's going on.
Okay, are you hearing me? Are you?
All right. So I'm gonna assume that you guys are hearing me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and talk. We're not gonna use the
Yeah.
PowerPoint. That's fine. All right. So let's go through this. So what is wealth? What is it that you guys define as wealth? Let me know. Put in the chat. I know what I find as wealth, and everybody else has their different definition of it. But what is it that do you think is wealth? Nobody wants to tell me. Everybody feel poor today. Everybody pocket empty. So I don't know. I'm not saying anybody talking to me, but I know that some people tend to define wealth in terms of house that you have, the car that you drive, if you can buy the Louis Vuitton bag, if you have the biggest necklace, and it's usually tangible things, things you can see, things you can touch. But we sometimes, we actually define knowledge and experience gains as wealth. And these are things that you can't really feel or touch, but it's like an experience. And it's considered that these are even spiritual health is considered wealth, right? And so other than the usual mainstream things that we can see that we call wealth, there's stuff that we cannot see or we can't touch, and we consider these things as wealth, right? So the next thing I want to find out, do you see health as an investment with good returns? Do you get good returns from being healthy? Is there any benefits to you being healthy? It makes sense? Being healthy helps you in any way? How does being healthy, how has that helped you, or how has that improved your life? Do you think it can? So, 。
All right, guys, one moment. I see that we're having a little technical difficulty, but stay put. We're about to get the issue solved. All right, she's back with us. Are you able to see the comments now, Dr. Blackman?
I'm not seeing any comments at
All
all.
right, look to the left of your screen where you can see private chat and comments. Are you able to see that?
Yes, I can see over there.
Okay, when you click on comments, you can actually see the comments that the students are making.
Oh, okay then.
That's better
All
now?
right, I can see now. Yes, I can see.
All right,
I can
perfect.
see.
Over to you now.
All right, I see. Right. Sexy Barbie said there's a lot of benefits to being healthy. Shilizy, Chilisley says absolutely. Candy says yes. Alison Campbell says yes, most definitely. And Candy says yes, it can. Sexy Barbie saying once I'm healthy, I can get to my dreams one step at a time. And keeping healthy helps not only physically but mentally too. I like how you guys thinking. I think you're on the right track. I think we're getting somewhere, right? So we are saying that health is an investment, which it has lifelong lasting returns. And this is evidence from the fact that people affected with bad health often die at a relatively young age. So they have been spending all their time in acquiring whatever they consider wealth, whether it's their big car or their house. Their career life was great, but it turned out to be. But does it make sense if you have all this big career, and you can't even enjoy your retirement? Not really. It's true though, death is inevitable. We all will have to die, and it's unpredictable, and you never know when you're going to die, right? However, um, moving towards what you want in life, in terms of trying to build up your investment, build up your wealth, you have to look back and say, I have to sort out my health so that I can actually enjoy these things, right? As Barbie said, once she's healthy, she can get her dreams one step at a time, right? Next thing I want to speak about is, how do you think a healthy population contributes towards a healthy economy? Do you think they are any way related? Healthy population and a healthy economy. Especially, we can even look at the situation we are in now in COVID. Do you think that actually is a factor? Does your health influence what happens in society? Does it influence what happens in your country, in your community? So not seeing anything in the chat, but I think this one is glaring. When everybody was sick, no one could go to work. Country had to be locked down. Everybody bawling, so them hungry, they didn't have no food because why? Because of all of the illnesses, because of all of the persons who were unable to go out and do their usual work that they usually do. They're all at home. Country was locked down. Everybody was in crisis, right? Anybody who even do a little part-time work understand how that burn your pocket, right? The little, if it's even a 5,000 now, you'd have been getting extra from doing something. You're now sick, you're unable to do that. That's going to have an influence on you. That's going to impact you and impact your life. It's one investment which, so a healthy population, it directly contributes towards a well-developed economy of any country that you go about. It's very easy to understand this. If the employees of an organization are unhealthy or diseased, the profits of the organization is going to come down, and the status quo will also go down too. But this is only affect the organization; it will also affect the revenue, right? So this is another way where we see that the importance of health. And I see some people agreeing with me here. Sexy Barbie saying yes, your health is a factor, and Brianna Rue is saying definitely, right? But I have a question for you. How does it? Do you see it as a means to make your life better? Because okay, I'm gonna tell you that you need to be healthy, and when you're healthy, it make you work. You can work more, right? But really and truly, do you see being healthy as important, or is just another thing that you do in everyday life? Is just something you take for granted? Do we take health for granted? Do we wake up every day and expect that, okay, I'm just going to be healthy, I won't have a cough, I won't have a flu, I won't get sick? Because health, you have to invest in your health. It's something you invest in. When you go to school, you want to learn, so you study your books, right? You know that you have an assignment, so you go ahead and you look up the information, you start the project, you call your group members. But what do we do in order to ensure that we are healthy? How do we go about keeping ourselves healthy, keeping our minds healthy? Do we put any effort into it? Because if we see health as important, then it means that we will have to take steps in order to preserve our health. And that is just one more step towards our wealth, right? Another thing we need to look at is prevention is better than cure. So oftentimes we say, okay, you get sick, you just go to the doctor because you're sick. You get some medication, you get better, and you reach back home, right? But does how useful is that? Wouldn't it be better for us if we were more from a defensive perspective? Say then, let us try not to get sick. And this comes in different forms, right? Some people will say that vaccination, and that's a choice. I'm not forcing anybody vaccination on anybody, it's a personal choice. But these are preventative methods, right? And I see Sexy Barbie saying being healthy is important, it saves you pain and having disease, right? And I see, right, your health is a factor. What are you doing in terms of prevention? How are you going about it? How do you say, okay, then I am not going to wait to get sick. I'm going to take myself up and go to the gym because I know that exercising is good for me. I'm going to say, okay, I need to not have so much soda, right? Because I know it's bad for me because I want to preserve my health. We can't just wait for things to happen to us. We have to attack it head on. We have to do something to try and prevent the bad things from happening. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. It's like you're sitting down waiting to get an A on your test, and you know you haven't done anything. You haven't read anything. You haven't looked back at your assignments. You're just saying, "Okay, I'm gonna get a good grade." No, just like anything else, health is something that you have to work on, and preventing illnesses is very important. So even there are persons who have chronic illnesses, and doesn't don't assume that because you're young you won't have chronic illnesses. It can happen, and when you do, you have to take care of yourself, because remember that you are number one, and you have to take care of number one. Because when you take care of yourself, then you are now able to better take care of others. You're now able to move towards your dream and become a better person, right? So as we said, prevention is better than cure. Another aspect I want to speak of is in terms of social attitudes and activity. Are there any bad attitudes or any bad activities that you think negatively affect you, or negatively affect your health, that you think that you can do something about? Is there anything that you think that you're doing that you could change, that you probably thought about it once, but you said, can't bother, still like do this, I still gonna do it? Is there anything like that? I don't know what anybody else know, but I know I have some bad habits. I like this, Abigail. School, but the two, I love that one. School, but it's too late to quit. All right, I get you. Sometimes I feel that way too. Sometimes I felt that way. Sexy Barbie said, eating habits. True, true. I know that my waistline getting bigger, and I know I'm not supposed to eat that chocolate. But man, when you see the chocolate there, and you're like, should I eat it? Should I not eat it? It's hard, right? We know it's hard, right? Right. So there are other habits such as smoking, drinking, and other drugs that people will take, and you take it because it feels nice. You drink it because it feels nice. It make you feel nice. People that always want to say them in a nice space when them drink, in a nice space when you smoke, and you don't think of the future. You don't think of how this affects you going forward. You just think about right now. But you have to work on right now in order to get something better in the future. And we have to realize that everything is linked. So now you're saying, okay, all I want to do now is finish my school so I can make money and I can work, right? But at the same time, if you're unhealthy, how you get to finish school? If you die before you can enjoy any of what you're doing, you're studying now to make money. But if you're not healthy enough to enjoy it, how does that make sense? Right? So therefore, everything is linked. When you take the when you now take the effort to stop these things that you think are unhealthy, yes, all of that late night food and the burger and all these things, you know you're not supposed to be eating all that fat. When you take that effort to not eat it, then you are helping yourself along your dream and you are preserving your life, right? You're ensuring that all of what you're doing, all your efforts will not be for naught. It will be worth it. Okay? Right. And another point I wanted to make too, we had spoken about prevention of bad habits or prevention of getting ill, preventing yourself. One of the things you don't think about as young people is screening tests. And I have to say this because we're now in October, which is breast cancer month. And I'm sure half of you don't know when it is that you're supposed to go and do a mammogram. And I'm sure most of the young guys don't know when it is they need to do a test for to check for prostate cancer because they say, no, sir, you're too young for that. That not happen to me right now. But knowing is important because you have other persons who may be up there in age. Also, for younger females, pap smears. You know that you should actually start doing pap smears once you're sexually active and 21 years old, because these are steps. These are preventative steps to ensure that you live a healthy life. Because young people get sick too, and these screening tools are stuff that are put in place to ensure that you will have the longest life possible. Because as I spoke to you before, when you have a healthy life, it helps your economy, it helps your country. It's not just you, it's not just your family, it has long reaching implications. So what I'm trying to say is take care of yourself, try and prevent your illnesses so that you can better help your family and better help society, right? So almost to the end, guys, almost to the end. And I'm boring you, but I'm almost there. Why is it that we just proved a while ago that we all know the truth? We all know that being healthy is the way to our wealth. We know that being healthy is how is going to help us in every facet of our life. Why we don't follow our own wise advice? Why we don't do that? We know it, you know. Why is it that despite knowing it, even me don't follow it sometimes and other persons they don't follow it? Why? Because we have to know why in order to overcome it, right? Any takers? Curiosity? That's true. That's true. I always want to try something new. I get you. Hard of hearing. True, my mother always tell me I'm hard of hearing, but I'm not tell her I say I agree with her. But yes, she said that we're hard of hearing. Okay. We treat ourselves and we say you only live once, so why not? Right? What they call it again? YOLO? You only live once? That's true. Right? You see saying you only live once, but you start this week and next week the bad habits kick in. That's true, that's true. Yes, you start one week and you say, yeah, man, I'm going to the gym. And you buy gym clothes and everything, put them on. 1 day, 2 day, you don't know where the gym clothes are anymore. Yeah, that's true. Keep them coming, guys. I'm loving this. Right? So, yes, as you said before, sometimes it's lack of time. And sometimes that lack of time is actually an excuse. We say we don't have the time to do something. But really, do you? Exercising can be something simple as running around your house 5 times. A guy can decide that or anybody can decide, okay, before I go and bathe every day, I'm going to do 20 push-ups and I'm going to do 20 sit-ups. That's part of it. So saying you don't have any time doesn't make any sense, because when you're sick, it's going to take away from the time you already have or the time that you thought you had. So we need to put in effort. So we can't use lack of time as an excuse. In terms of what being curiosity, I can understand in some cases curiosity, but the fire is there. You know the fire is hot. Are you gonna put your finger in the fire to see if it burns you because you know it's hot? Or the fact that your mother tell you that the fire hot, you're gonna say, I don't want to burn me no, so I'm not gonna put my finger in there. Similarly, you're being told over and over about the bad impact of being unhealthy. Don't try it out for yourself. Sometimes you must listen to what other people say and just roll with it, right? Other thing we need to think about is we tend to be slaves to our habits. So this is what I'm used to. I just drink a soda every day and it just feels nice. But remember that we are the decider of our future. We decide what's going to happen. So we need to put our foot down and decide, all right, I'm going to start and I'm going to complete it. So last slide is, how do we make health a wealth? And I just have three simple things. I think you need to believe it, you need to commit to a strategy, and you need to act on it. All right. Any questions? Stress will fling back everything. That is true. Any question, guys? Yes, consistency is key. And that's why it's good to, as I said, you need to commit. You need to commit. So you have decided, and you can make short term and long term plans. So, okay, I'm going to exercise, and realistic plan too. Don't make plans that you can't keep, right? I'm going to do this for a month. I'm going to reevaluate myself, and I'm going to do it for another month, reevaluate myself, and take it a bite at a time, right? And that will help with the consistency, right? Any other any other things that you think, I use exercise but school not allow me? I there are different ways to exercise, Abigail. So that's the excuse we tell ourselves, because why? We're lazy. It's true. You can exercise at home. You can. Have you ever gone online and see the amount of exercise videos? You can go online and do those things, right? You can do it inside your own little house. You don't need a lot of space to do a little Zumba exercise and wind up your body or whatever you find more exciting to lose the weight or to feel healthier, right? Candy said, run around your house, Abby. Right, Abby, run around the house and make Candies come run with you, right? I like that. A word, realistic goal setting. Perfect. And play some football. Guys, I think that you have learned a lot today. You can let me know if that is true. But I want to know, when you go off from this forum, I want you to take it serious. Health is not something to think about the next 10, 20, 30 years. It's something to start today. And I want you to think about, what are you going to do moving forward to improve your health, to maintain your health, in order that you can move on to be wealthy persons. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Blackman. We appreciate that so much. And anybody have any questions? I heard she was asking if anybody have any questions. No questions at all, guys. So let me ask you guys a question. For the ladies, do you know when it's time to get a mammogram? For the ladies in the chat, do you know? Anybody? Abby says it depends on your age according to FMA IG page. So Sexy Barbie said, I think it's 21 and upwards. So instead of thinking, or instead of going off what is on the FMA page at Abby and at Sexy Barbie, why didn't you guys ask to be sure? Okay, Nardi says 20. All right, guys, I think you guys have a question. You actually have a question. But anyways, guys, let's do the official vote of thanks to our guest speaker for today. I see she said in the chat, she said 40 years old. Oh, so it's actually 40, so all I'm wrong. Oh, wow. It's 40 years old, guys. 40. So you see that? Anybody else have any question for her to answer? Go now, guys. Any questions? All right. All right, let's. Now it says 45. She actually said 40. Yeah, 40. So you guys need to make a note of that. All right. So, wasn't that insightful and edifying, guys? I know you all agree. So, with that said, she says, why though? She said, unless you have a family history of breast cancer. Norval, could you put or get speaker back on screen, please? Thank you so much.
All right. Hi, can you hear me? All
Yes,
right.
we are.
So a mammogram. Remember how a mammogram is? Well, maybe you don't know how a mammogram is done. It's literally putting your breast between two plates, it's sandwiched, and they take a picture of it. When you're younger, your breast tissues they're actually not able to see through it as much because you have a lot of fat in there, a lot of breast tissue. So as you get older, that becomes more, I'm not gonna say droopy, but it's get more softer and it's more easier to do that test on it. Also, the risk of getting breast cancer increases exponentially when you reach to about 40 because remember that you're going more towards menopause, your hormones have been changing out, and as these hormones that usually kind of protect you go away, you're more at risk. However, there are persons who have genetic factors that make them more at risk for breast cancer. So if you know that your mother or your sister or your cousin had breast cancer, especially at a young age, you need to go and get screened early. And that includes doing a breast examination, checking for lumps in your breast to make sure there's nothing there. And if you feel anything or you think there's something, go and see your doctor. That's what you need to do. Okay?
All right. Somebody is asking at what age should you get checked for breast cancer? That's Abby.
That's what we just Yeah, that's what
She
we
said
I
a
just answered.
male.
She was
She
asking
said a
about
male. A male.
okay, so there's no screening test for males for breast cancer, but they can also do breast examinations because don't be fooled, men get breast cancer too. So be aware if you find a lump in your breast or something that's unusual, you find a secretion, you see the nipple going in when it's supposed to be coming out, the skin looking different, you need to go in and get that checked up. Okay? I have slow aging. Well, when you go in to see the doctor, if you, I see here where they're saying, what about women that have a slow aging gene and still have, how should I say, a young breast? Still go in to see the doctor at 40. And there are other methods of evaluating the breast and checking for cancerous tissues. And they can recommend one of these for you if that's the case.
All right. Any more questions, guys? All right. I have a question. How
All
many
right.
times are you expected to visit the doctor per year?
Well, ideally, every 6 months. If you're a healthy person, if you have no illness at all, every 6 months. So just for a checkup. That's what's recommended.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Sexy Barbie, I hear what you say about population of men have cancer every year, but you have to be more specific. What kind of cancer? There's a whole heap of different cancer. So it make a difference based on which one it is that you're speaking about. Okay? Abigail, years will pass and your doctor don't see you. I hear you. You need to go try and get your pap smear and get checked up. It's good for you. Don't worry, they don't bite. And when your doctor is familiar with you, when something does go wrong, it's easier for them to pick it up and do something about it. They're already well versed in what is normal for you. No, this is not normal. Something is going on here.
All right. So what about a pap smear? At what age?
21. Usually they say at 21. However, if some persons tend to be more sexually active um early. If someone was sexually active very early, then they should probably start at 18. If not, once you're sexually active, 21 is when we usually start.
Abby, your doctor asked if you migrate.
Because you're all right.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. On behalf of the Future Marketers Association, we would like to say a big, big thank you to you, Dr. Blackman, for sharing with us today on the importance of health and wellness, and moreover, instigating a perspective shift on the value of health. We do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy, 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 compact schedule, and we appreciate it dearly.
No
We'll send you
problem.
a
Thank
token
you.
of our
It was
appreciation
fun.
in your email.
It was a fun being with you guys. Thank
There you
you.
go. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Yeah. All right, guys. How is everybody doing? I know you all learned something just now. And make sure say when you run go over the doctor and run get and look at check up and little thing when you do no look at mammogram, you know body. Yeah, my mammogram pap smear because I'm not reach 40 over here yet. Don't, my bad. My apologies. But yeah. I know, right? Thank you, Dr. Blackman. Keep safe on the front line. I know, right, guys? Most definitely. So we'll have our adjournment and closing remarks by Norval Excel. Make him welcome, guys.
So good day, guys.
Hello,
How's
man.
everybody doing? Man in the house, man. So as we come to the end, I like to thank our guest, Dr. Blackman, who came and dropped some knowledge. Thank you for
Right?
Alicia's PR team, president, vice president. I want to thank you all. I thank you all to the people in the comments. Thank you all for coming out. I learned a lot today, and I would like to encourage you guys to really look into getting tested and so for cancer or whatever. And keep safe. And thanks once again for coming up.
All right, guys. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe and have a good day. Rest of the day, rather. Bye.